Hi friends, it's Beth Miller, Executive Director of the Creative Education Foundation. I had a couple really interesting meetings last Friday. In the morning, I met with a chef, Mark Graham, who runs New Food Studio. Check him out on Insta, amazing food. Looking to do some events with him and got started talking about his work with the Chef's Manifesto. Also, check them out. So the Chef Manifesto is a project, global project, food scientists, chefs, all working on getting people fed around the world. And, in the current geopolitical climate, that's become more challenging because of various cuts to aid, long-ranging impacts, not only to people who need to be fed, but also to the people that produce the food and all of the business that is around food. And they're coming together to create unique solutions together for those problems. And it's really exciting, and it's great to see. At the end of the day on Friday, I had a meeting with an astronaut. So he's starting a nonprofit, an aeroscientist nonprofit. He's got a bunch of other astronauts and scientists in this group, and they're actually calling me for a referral with a vendor that we're working with on fundraising. And I was very happy to give them a referral, but I said, hey, your work sounds pretty creative and cool. You might want to know about what we're doing. And we got talking, and I told him about Mark and Chef's Manifesto, and I said, I just wanted to let you know that the way you guys are coming together to deal with cuts to space travel and the sciences, just know that there are chefs and food scientists out there having similar conversations and coming together on their own to make solutions. And he thanked me for that. He said it was really, really heartening. And I think we don't really know, we can't possibly know all of the good work that's happening. And you may hear when people talk about creativity, people always say, think outside of the box. And, that cliche isn't quite correct, because we don't have limitless possibilities. It would be awesome to be able to be creative if you're fully resourced and supported and, don't have rules. But who has that? Nobody has that. There's always restrictions. And so more often than not, we're creative inside the box. So, plane going overhead. Boston, busy. So, how are you creative in the box? We're creative in the box all the time, and kind of that's where the coolest solutions happen, where when you're getting restricted or hemmed in, and you keep your wits about you, and you use your creative problem solving, and you work with other like-minded people, really cool stuff happens. So think about how, I think we always think about how we're inside the box. We're all inside a box, but you could still be creative inside the box. So know that there are really amazing people out there who are super smart and expert in what they're doing, but they're still questioning and learning, and they're coming together in collaborations and coalitions to address the biggest issues facing everyone right now. We can do that too. So how are you creative inside the box? And keep in that possibility thinking, especially when it's hard. What might be possible?